What's up, guys? Doing this video on my Khukuri that I made this video about 4 years ago, and I was asked to redo it a long time ago and never got around to it. The lighting was bad, and just pretty much I had just received this knife way back when, and I never really got to use it during the time that I did the video. Now that it's been 4 years down the road, probably owned the knife for around 4.5 years, going on 5 years. I've used it a couple camping trips, 2 or 3 camping trips, and I used it multiple times kayaking. And when I mean multiple times kayaking, mainly used for clearing debris, brush, getting through with your kayak on tight areas, knock down a couple of beaver dams, and no, for your environmentalist, not really out there to destroy beavers. It's just that some of these dams have to be knocked down so the water continues to flow in certain rivers. If I didn't do it, the park rangers would have, or the game wardens, because we're supposed to keep those paths clear. But I've used it in that aspect too, and it's a hell of a chopper for that aspect. If you need to clear out a path, especially in the water with a kayak, really good for that. Use this in an anchor, and pretty much with these two, and God, I can't even think of it. It's like it's an anchor hook, and you throw it out there, and you can yank with that and chop with this, and both of those do a hell of a job. But anyways, as far as that aspect, I've put it through its paces. It's outdone knives that I've paid triple or even quadruple the price for. I think I paid anywhere from $40 to $60 for this knife, between 40 and 60, and it's definitely done its money's worth. Beautiful knife, love it. It's still in great shape. It's got some cuts, scratches here and there, but it's a user. You know, that's what I bought it for, to use it. Pretty much every knife that I have now in my arsenal, except for my swords, are all users. I use them. You know, I don't, not really into collecting anymore. I've kind of sold a lot of my Striders off and stuff like that, because realistically, if I'm not using it, I don't have a need for it. I got a few that I won't get rid of. Some rare knives that, yeah, I'm not going to get rid of, but for the most part, I've gotten rid of a lot of them that have been just sitting around. But there you go. That is just an up-close view of it. It's got that 3-tier pattern, or I guess you would say 2-tier. This is not a 3-tier. I call it a 3-tier because you got your top, your middle, and your bottom where the blade's at. So in my eyes, it's 3-tier. Hell of a spine, full tang. I think it almost looks like it's not a beaver tang, but I could not tell you honestly. It looks like the metal is completely there and it's held in by pins, but that it's got the all-seeing eye, as they call it. Got that nice shaped front with that reinforcement. That's what's great about these knives. They're really reinforced with those tiers. They're excellent choppers. You can baton wood. When I went camping, this was a very good processor for processing wood. I mean, if it didn't chop through when it went in, it went in far enough to where you could actually use this like a hammer, and you didn't have to baton it. You could just pick up the wood with the knife and finish the job. It's awesome little. And this is not a full size one. As I said, this is a mini. It's probably only the size of my hand. It's not that big, you know. In retrospect, let me put it next to something. What do I got nearby to size it up? Comparison. Trying to see. Dad, nothing really close by. Oh, here we go. We'll grab a CD case. So here you go. In retrospect, CD case, a thin one. That's about the size of the blade, a little bit longer. So that gives you an idea of size comparison. Not much bigger than that. You know, it's a pretty compact version. It's not too big and not too small. It does what you need it to do. You know, and it's small enough and it's light enough to carry on your side for a long period of time, like the bigger ones are. They get heavy after a while, you know. So I'm greatly satisfied with it. Urge you to buy one. They have gone way up though. This was $40 or $50 way back when I bought it. I think it's up to like $80 now, and the 3 tiers are over $100. Way back when they were like $60. Now they're over $100. But that was 4 years ago. As things do raise. and they have been popular. They've gotten quite popular since then because they're a damn good knife. You know, coming out of Nepal, Khukuri House, handmade, great knives. 4 or 5 different companies out there, but Khukuri House is one of the better ones. And I forget the other one that's just as good as Khukuri House. Is like 2 top ones, but I went with Khukuri House and was very satisfied with this particular one. Plus, Khukuri House puts a nice shine on their blades, as you can see. Even though I've used the hell out of it, it's got scratches all over it. It was polished out. You know, it had just had a nice polished look to them. But there you go, guys. Little updated video on the knife that I've had for 4 years and the paces I put it through. And it's one hell of a user, and probably one of the best knives I've purchased for the price. Take it easy, guys.